Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome back to another episode of my gameplay preview for Europa Universalis IV. And we are continuing to try to make our way through the wilderness of crashing and instability. So we did unlock that MC. It does cost over 1,000 gold, but would give us an extra diplomat. The extra diplomat would be very, very strong, but that's a lot of money, and we're definitely not in that position right now. So, armory. Maybe we'll alternate between armories and more ships, more vessels. Only one disputed succession right now? That's amazing. Called arms from Denmark against Gotland. With Denmark and Munster, which could explode into something bigger. But yes, of course we'll accept. I don't want to lose more prestige. Y'all have fun. I don't think I'm coming to visit. You have to babysit who else joins into this war. Do that. Go into build mode. Boom. I hope the ships auto upgrade. I'm realizing I don't know if they do. I don't think they do. Not like the ground troops. I'm actually not sure all of a sudden, so that would be pretty upsetting if they didn't. I don't remember how it works. Alright, I'm okay at 80% maintenance here. So yeah, I was talking about stability before, I think, and whether I should have prioritized it. And I usually do when I play these. Or at least, I always try to keep it at least +2, but I don't know, we had a lot of stuff going on. It feels like, I don't know. More manpower. We actually recovered our manpower pretty impressively. It's about to roll over into the year 1500, which is, I don't know, I think that's pretty exciting. I'm very curious to see exactly what Portugal has done over here. Did we lose all our exploration ships? Yeah, we did, didn't we? That's... Sent them on way too long a path and then didn't babysit them. Oh well. Portugal. Yes. That's the same one. I will say yes again. I won't participate, but I'll be with you in spirit. It's actually quite the army there from Morocco. Portugal, you don't have that many troops. One of the greatest and richest men in England has died without an heir. He is a well-known patron of religion and the arts. The state needs the money, maybe. Then use them as he would have. Oh, I don't need, like, a random great person to just show up that I probably won't hire. I definitely will take the money. Take the money and run. Boom. One of those, and then build armories. Burgundy has collapsed. Weren't they at war with France? Whew. Morocco, alright. Take a look at our... Okay, that one's relatively stable. It's this one I'm mostly worried about. Alright. Gotland, have fun. You're gonna have a bad time. More armories. Speed at which manpower recovers is modified by army tradition. Yeah, that is really, really valuable. Austria is now the defender of the Catholic faith. Well, that's fine. You can fight all the Muslims or whatever that you want. It's 500 gold, by the way, to become the defender of the faith. It does give you like some pretty significant advantages. I have to. It's definitely true. If we have more prestige than them, we can spend the money to take it over, which I guess would be good. I mean, it's certainly not a bad thing. Religious unity is 100% in our nation. Reform desire is very high. And it is shared everywhere. I don't know if we've gotten any events that has modified that. Every now and again you get events that can increase the reform desire. And if you do it, and as it says, it's throughout all of Catholicism. So if I make a decision here, all Catholics will be affected by the same amount of reform desire, which will be really interesting when that sort of stuff starts to develop. More manpower. We have one diplomat not doing anything. Oh, and that makes that 2. Listen, have you stopped being kind of dickish? There we are. I like the idea of royal marriages anyway. And there we are good, and we have our alliance. And here we are good and allied. And here it's not going to happen. So yeah, I can get some extra royal marriages maybe. Who was it? Oh, more disputers. Hungary? Probably not. It might be possible. We might be able to improve our relations as soon as we get a guy back. Okay, let's go. Where else might we want to suck up to? Toulouse. We will also... Oh! Royal marriage right away. Bam. Lovely. Still losing prestige. Money-wise... Huh, they'd actually be interested in vassalization. They're not a vassal? Really? I mean, we'd have to be... We need a military alliance as well. I don't know, we'll improve relations for now. We'll revisit this idea at a later date. If we could diplo-annex these guys, that would be pretty sick. I mean, it's very landlocked and kind of awkward to defend, but it would be really interesting. Mostly I'm going to focus on advancing time and colonizing still. We do still have that colonist, which is doing nothing for us right now. We should be really close to being able to unlock the admin tech. Constable is nice. So, the temple gives you a flat +1 tax income, and the constable gives you 20% more tax. And what's great is when you're in the building mode and you choose either one of them, you can see how much of a difference it's going to make. Like, you can see it when I go into, especially like the armory. It'll show me how much manpower I have somewhere. Oh, well, there we go. Hold on. Invest. Pick up this. Definitely. Hooray. So now we can build this stuff. So, for example, let's look at this area over here. If I pick... I don't have enough admin power. Come on. Take forward. Or can I pick it anyway? Yes. So the constable, which gives plus 20% tax modifier, you can see if I built it here in Oxfordshire, I would get plus 1.6 gold per year. Whereas if I built it in London, because it has a higher tax base, I would get plus 2.8 gold per year. So clearly I'd prioritize building it in London first. But also, if I look at the temple, I can see how much it would add to different provinces and then weigh, or is it better to build a temple or a constable? Well, in the places with a relatively higher tax base, the constable is better, 1.6. But here in Lincoln, we've got, it would only add 1 gold, whereas the temple would effectively add 1.3. So you can play mix and match over there. I do not want this idea yet. I want to be able to tech up. Level 7, that's the one I want. So I just need to wait until I get a little bit more admin power again, and then I can start building, well, constables first. There we are. Constable in London. Bam. And then we'll start making really good money. The thing is, remember, like, I think things have been going pretty well overall, but a lot of the nations are going to be slightly ahead of us. Luckily, when it comes to tech, we do get a benefit in that if we're behind people, we get a slight discount. And we should be able to start turning things around. In fact, our economy is going to be so stupendously good in a little while that we're going to be able to grab the, like, a level 3 admin person or something like that, for example. Which would really go a long way. So constables anywhere with a 1.6 is definitely a candidate. The 1.4 will also be fine. And then after that, I think we're going to move to temples. Oh, another 1.6 over here. New technology. The Limmer. Yeah, so we'll unlock the ability to add a couple of artillery. Quite the discount. Boom. Large cast bronze mortar. And that will auto-unlock over there. So we're going to start wanting to build a little bit of that, I think. I don't know. I don't think it's worth going heavy, but we might add a couple to each army. Just to, you know, I mean, we're below our force limit anyway, so I don't think it would be a terrible idea. Selling of indulgences. As soon as a coin in the coffer rings, a soul from purgatory springs. As Johann Tetzel said, the Pope offers indulgences for money, so the souls of the rich can be saved while still continuing in sin. This is what eventually caused a fraction in the church and led to the Reformation. I can tax it, which would add 2% more reform desire throughout all of Catholicism, but give me money, also lower the Papal State's opinion of me. Or it's church business, which would actually remove reform desire, which actually, I think that's pretty uncommon. We're actually at 92%. You know what? Because it's going to be fun and exciting. Let's do that. And see how much chaos we can cause throughout the world. 1.4 is fine. Oh, there was a 1.6 there. Oh, right, and the Lothian as well. Derp. A bit of a fail there. Hopefully these wars peace out soon enough. No one has joined this war? No. Still fine. New decision. Oh, we can finally do formalized scales. Thank you very much. Tech level 5. Like this, I'm so far behind the curve. 5% nationwide tax modifier until the end of the game. 1821. I like my... I should not have gone into so many wars. Like there's no reason to rush this until you get close to admin tech 10 anyway. So, kind of foolish. But it was fun. I don't think anyone can deny me that. So yeah, we're going to keep going with this England game until we get to our Diplomatic Tech 7, and then we can start colonizing overseas. And we'll do a little bit of colonizing, and then overseas income bonus, well, would help if we had any overseas income. And then we will probably have to call this quits. Hopefully we can reach that point before I run out of time. Again, I'm on a pretty tight time schedule, but trying to do as much as I can. Auvergne has collapsed. There we go. And then we'll start going with the temples. And first you build the temples where you have the constables, because you get a higher multiplier. We lost a captain. Let's definitely replace him. Wow. I guess we'll choose one of the ones with the reduced tech cost. I mean, I guess ideally what I should do, especially since I'm nearing my Diplo thing, is keep an eye out for someone who's got the cheaper diplomatic tech cost. That would be quite nice. Are we really getting 8 across the board right now? That is so much better than we used to. Holy cow. Religious unity with Austria, now part of the Catholic faith. Well, I guess that's good. We're 99.5% reform desire. Now, we haven't gotten the event yet that has triggered anything. I don't know if it happens at exactly 100% or if it's just the chance keeps going up as those numbers go up. Some of the wars ended. It's just Scotland still. They're still screwed. The Justice of Peace. The position of Justice of the Peace originated in England in about the 12th century, believed to be from a royal edict issued by King Richard I and the Archbishop of Canterbury in the year 1195. The title was first known as Custodes Pacis, but was later, or Pacis? I don't know, but was later changed to Justices of the Peace. An act concerning Justices of the Peace was passed in 1489, so we're a little late on this. It required that justices devote part of every quarter session to acknowledgement of the areas in which they themselves are particularly weak. The same act provided the general populace with the right to complain about the actions of justices directly to monarch or his council. The appointment of the justices by the Lord Chancellor at irregular annual intervals allowed for the possible removal of uncooperative gentlemen and the next annual reissue of commissions. That's a long-ass text. Do we need them or not? Lose stability, lose crap tons of money, reduce stability cost, and get a free courthouse in Labour. Or, yeah, see, I hate that when I'm already capped on stability. I am not... That is until the end of the game, reduce stability cost modifier. That is really, really quite strong. You have to take out like 2 loans to pay for this. In a long-term game, it's definitely better. I think. The inflation's gonna suck, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. What the hell? Oh! Reformation! Okay, we got the stability drop. We're still at positive. And it's going to be relatively inexpensive here. We actually only need 90, thanks to the Justices of the Peace. That's not bad. They tell us of the Protestant Reformation. Thoughts of disapproval against the Roman Catholic Church are spreading across Europe as a result of the increasing corruption of monks and clerics. Voices are raised questioning the current principles and greed of the Church. A monk in Ansbach has for some time expressed deep concerns and is now openly declaring his discontent with the Church, paving the way towards a reformation of the faith. Well, there we go. It's happening! Cue the Ron Paul GIF. Rebels. Yeah, double loan. Oh, decision. Pass the Conventicle Act? Bonus to missionary strength, reduced tolerance of heretics. So this is like in preparation of Reformation strength. We could fight off the Reformation by trying to keep them converted. But the downside is it decreases tolerance, which means there's going to be more rebellion in countries or in provinces that start to flip. So it'll be really interesting. You know, we'll take it, because why not? It'll be fun and entertaining, right? A little more chaos, but that's okay. Temples. There we are. Oh, and we can increase our stability. So more money, more money, more money. Whoa, France! What are you up to? Trying to forge claims on Labour. It's very upsetting. Although I guess she's got the tech to back it up. Still technically in this stupid war. Come on, seriously? How on earth is this taking so long to conquer a little island? Is it sieging? I don't see a siege graphic. I don't understand. Ah! These are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I think the game is getting less stable as we go forward, guys. I think, and I hate to do this, but in our next session, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a future save, and we're going to look at colonization, because we haven't done that. And probably the Reformation will be in full swing, so we'll, yeah, I think this save is pretty much, this is as far as it's going to go. I'm really sorry, but we're still going to keep up with the EU4 videos. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.